Welcome to Pablo Torre Finds Out. I am Pablo Torre, and today we're going to find out what this sound is. Let's say our value premise on three. 1, 2, 3.
Israel.
Justice. Okay.
Just kidding. How's your summer been? Good?
It's good, man.
You've been working the whole time?
Yeah.
I just finally took a break.
I was going to say, but you're in the midst of like prepping your Frost Nixon.
Well, I had Frost yesterday.
Oh.
I had the Millennial Congressman Frost. Do you know him? Maxwell Frost?
Oh, that's a real thing.
That boy a freak.
Oh,
he elected 25. The first year you can get elected.
I just Googled him. I recognize this person.
He's the first young bull that because the Democratic Party shanks any other child, young, like Zoran.
Yes.
They don't want any new talent. They just want
So he
they
made
want
it.
Smeagol and whatever.
He's their precious.
And I think that he's the one that got through. He's progressive. Oh, are we on the show?
Oh yeah. Is that okay?
We're going?
Is that okay?
I didn't know. You did the sneak attack on me?
Yeah, I did.
Dude, I have studio envy right now.
You hold on.
Because you came to me first.
I
and
did.
I'm like, voila, Pablo.
Yeah, it's a full-on theater. You have a mid-century showroom of a theater.
This is the most gorgeous. You have 27 people behind the camera.
That's right.
I feel like
a multiracial rainbow coalition that we've assembled here to surround you.
Is it every single race is represented? The United Nations.
Yeah.
You have
the DNA
flags?
test would indicate.
You have the flags everywhere.
Yeah, look, we have a rice cooker with a soccer ball in it.
Oh, nice.
Check that out.
Can we restart?
This is mostly what I do.
Can we restart? So welcome to Pablo Torre Finds Out. My guest today, Pablo Torre, Adam Friedland here. We're quite good friends. We're coming out of the closet as friends today.
You did something when I left your studio.
I farted?
No.
I've been holding it in the whole time.
I don't know if you even caught this because I did, and I was like,
"Is it embarrassing? Are you?"
No. You said on the way out. I was in there. You were premiering the Sarah Jessica Parker episode, which was
okay. So you're as I said, the president of girls. So you're the number one. You're the reluctant leader.
Yes,
right?
father of the country.
So I just want to ask you, at Your Majesty, Your Highness,
Mom,
what the answer is to some questions I have about girls.
Okay.
So when they say take these fries away from me, are you supposed to physically do it, or do they say they taste good?
Oh.
I don't know what to do. Yeah, fabulous.
really the peak. It's a hard thing to summit.
The peak is not nice.
Well,
oh my God, your peak was the Frost Nixon over with in L.A. with the
sure.
with the King of Boston.
That's right. Fair.
Okay, let's start again. Welcome to Pablo Torre Finds Out.
You told me on the way out, you're like, love you.
Oh, I say I love you a lot.
Yeah, and I said,
it's
love
embarrassing.
You too.
Oh, you have issues with that?
No, I just didn't know if this was, I was kind of calibrating, is that,
male
am
friendship?
I one of many people who he tells that to, or
I'm
did
a
I just...
slut. Yeah, I'm a hoe. Yeah. No.
What's your body count on the I love you?
Oh my
front?
God, I'm Chamberlain. Yeah, Neville Chamberlain, not Wilt. Ha 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 ha. No. It slips out. Yeah, it slips out.
I genuinely,
It's only to guys.
felt
though.
great.
It's only to guys.
I felt great.
You can't say it to a platonic female friend, but
Not anymore.
not anymore. Not in this culture. Yeah.
That's right.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Dude, it's funny that you have been...
Can we call Cornheiser?
I will call Tony Kornheiser
right now
at the very end of the episode.
No way.
Yes, and we'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens.
Will he pick up?
We'll find out.
I
We will authentically find out together.
I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about it until the end of the episode.
Football is upon us. Saturday college kickoffs. Sundays, of course, it's the pros. Surfside iced teas and lemonades plus vodka. They got you covered. And it is not a seltzer. How dare you suggest that? It's Surfside. It's 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, no bubbles. So just ask for Surfside wherever you stock up for tailgates or watch parties or post-game hangs. You got to be 21 plus, obviously, but please drink responsibly. I want to convey to people that you are many
Voice
people
of a
will be-
generation. Yeah.
Many people will be excited that you're here. Others, I think, should be introduced to you, maybe.
Yes. Thank you.
I want to establish that, various headlines that may have appeared in GQ and otherwise.
Not true.
I mean, there are
Lies.
photo spreads that indicate
Yeah.
all of it.
Very embarrassing photos.
Yeah. You're, what was the headline? I want to get it right.
Is he the millennial Adolf Hitler?
I believe it was Adam Friedland could be the millennial Jon Stewart, period.
Thank you.
But does he want that? Question mark.
That's as far as I read. Actually, I read the first sentence or the beginning of the article I read, and then I was like, I got scared and nauseous.
Well,
I watched my girlfriend read it. I was like, is it a hit? Where's the hit? She's like, no hits so far, and then it's long, right?
it's exhaustive, and
Yeah.
it is rightfully complimentary.
Oh, okay.
I would say that.
Thank you.
Your lip is quivering in the photo spread with again just a real crackling masculine
Ugh.
emotional openness.
I saw those. They made me take the picture on the floor, like the sexy one. I was like, can you not use it? And they use it as the main one. I stopped the floor part. I was like, can we not do this? And then they used it the main one.
Yeah, they're like, can get that elbow crook at 45 degrees.
I got basically every comedian's group chat. I instantly knew. I was like, everyone's killing me right now. People text me and they were like, this is terrible. You look, I hate this.
I had a photo taken in the studio right over there in front of that vortex for New York Magazine. And they had me do a pose at the very end. And it was like, can you just like hold your chin in your hand? And I was like, they're not going to use this.
And they used it.
And then I look like, Professor
sexy.
X.
So one of the sexiest guys.
Filipino Dr. Evil.
Yeah. Pinoy Evil.
Yeah. You are genuinely beyond being host of Cum Town, which is a show that I can't even begin to explain here.
It was like a comedy podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
With Nick and stuff.
Super influential. And this is very sincere. A super influential, wildly successful, generationally identifying, unscripted, improvisational podcast with you and two friends.
Yeah. It was like, we just acted like children for an hour. Yeah. It was a comedy podcast that we did for a while. And I never listened to it at the time. And on YouTube, they're like fan generated clip comps. And I've listened to it since. And I was like, it was so fun. We thought it was terrible at the time. We were like, that sucked. But yeah, it was so funny, I guess. Yeah.
Turns out they were the fan clip accounts were onto something.
I think
the fan cams, the Adam fan cams were onto something.
We had a no media policy that Nick instituted quite intelligently.
I didn't appreciate this.
And also the name prohibited us from like, I think we were like said like a podcast whose name we can't write in this fine publication. And I guess that's how the show grew, right? So because of the fans were making these like compilations. We had no idea at the time. It was cool.
It's the best thing you can ask for.
Yeah.
Is organic.
Yeah. A street team, if you will. Yeah,
yes. A volunteer army.
Yes. A volunteer army of ugly men. Yes.
Yeah, your Proud Boys were just...
Come on, dude.
No,
it was hot six-pack guys. It was sexy guys.
Also, like our staff, a multiracial coalition of very proud boys.
Yeah.
But I say all of that to say that the show that you do now that I visited, it's not that, and it is something that I love.
Thanks, bro.
And part of what I love about it, genuinely, is the sincerity of effort that I witnessed that is quite real. Like you're putting work into this, and it's not, let me sit down and just see what happens. It's like, no, you're prepping, and you're structuring, and you're producing.
Yeah, it was like, I think it was the first time I tried in my life. At 35, I decided to try. Well, it was the first time I tried since the LSAT.
Oh, God.
You told me you were going to tell me.
Oh,
what is it?
That's right.
What was yours?
This is an exclusive. I've never said this.
Yeah, what was yours?
I said a lot.
You
so the first time I got the LSAT.
You went to Harvard. I mean,
no. Well, so I took it. So the legend.
I took 3.
You took 3?
Yeah.
I took 2.
3. But the second time, I thought my second cousin is a psychiatrist, so I told my parents I needed Vyvanse, which is like the most intense ADD medication. I was like, it's going to make me smart. And it turns out being on drugs, that my score was not enhanced. So yeah. Okay, what? 1, 2, 3, 169.
Oh wow, 161. That's
Gentleman
what I got.
of the Ivy League.
No,
the first time.
Oh yeah,
161.
161.
Okay, and the final time.
Was that? Wait, did you say your score the second time?
No, the second time is a wash.
What does that mean?
Because I was on drugs.
Oh, okay. So
I was drugged.
You asterisk
I was drugged
that season.
Yes. Okay. I was on PED. Okay. I thought it was PEDs, but it was You're getting nervous again. I'm getting the same nervous.
I know. This is real.
I got the dinosaur game my third time. It my ass. I would have been the president of the United States if it wasn't for the dinosaur game. No one knows what we're talking about.
If you don't know, so I recently learned that on the LSAT, the thing that we both considered clearly the most like fearsome section is logic games.
Once you figure out the system, that they took them off for these snowflakes.
That's what I was about to say.
The snowflakes,
they're gone now.
I can't believe it.
It's just.
We should go to law school together.
We should
quit.
Retroactively, we should get our stats adjusted.
We should leave our women and
start a personal injury law firm
extensive
together.
Plastic surgery, start over in a new town. Yeah.
We'll pose for photos at very particular angles.
Yes.
And put them on billboards.
I think we just wrote a movie.
I got a 161 the first time.
Okay, same.
And then really?
Literally same.
Oh my God. Okay. This is very relatable.
So you know what you beat me or you didn't beat me last time?
Yeah, I got a 171 the second time.
Whatever, dude.
So
you think you're better than me?
I didn't need that to know.
Did you apply?
No, I never did.
Oh, I did. I deferred twice to do, and I told my parents I wanted to explore my stand-up comedy.
Oh man,
it was really embarrassing. I came out of the closet as a clown to my parents. And my father said he was going to sue me. And I said, that's not how the courts work. He's like, you promised us you'd be a lawyer. And yeah, so then I told my parents this is what God has sent me on. It's nauseating to remember that. I think I was too lazy to do law school, so I started doing stand-up comedy. What a stupid idea. What a fucking millennial, like, to tell my parents I want to be I'm not even good at stand-up comedy.
I told my parents I wanted to be a sports writer.
That's a real job.
I don't think it's that much more real than clown.
I'm so jealous of that job. No, because there's actually, you get paid by a company.
That's true.
I was getting drink tickets for 10 years. Yeah. And working as a paralegal. My real passion. Anyway, to go back to what we were saying initially.
Which was?
Yeah. We kind of we changed the show, and it was Nick Mullins. Credit to him. This is how everything happened. Like, it would start as a joke because I was the least popular. I was the schmuck of Cum Town, and we're like, what if we made the least popular guy in Cum Town into like a public intellectual Dick Cavett-esque talk show host, and then it kind of became a real thing. Yes. I kind of started to enjoy doing interviews, and now we're 3 years in, and yeah, now the show's,
And now you're like really good friends with Chris Cuomo.
I think Joe's got it.
Really?
Yeah, he's sick.
Are you going to vote for Joe Biden?
I think.
When you say he's sick, you mean that he's dying?
No, I think he's awesome.
Oh.
He has a Corvette and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I think, I don't know.
I love the dynamic. Genuinely.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did a show on News Nation.
You have been. I
was on a panel with Andrew Yang, and I could just tell that I don't think me and Andrew Yang liked each other.
I did not get the sense that you guys were vibing.
Because they were telling me that the campus protests are that they're killing people at Columbia or something. It was insane.
This isn't just about anti-Semitism. It is about the growth of fundamentalism in America. When you have kids who are openly pro-Hamas, it's not just anti-Semitism. And you guys are going to have to vote and donate in a different way and not forget who was for you and who wasn't in this moment.
You got to stop with the kids.
As the Jew on the panel, Andrew, you're Jewish or no?
No, I'm Jewish.
I'll say this right now.
I'm Jewish.
We're acting as if kids are protesting at a college and it's the first time ever.
No.
I mean, we gave $25 billion to a war and kids are protesting it. It's not pro-Hamas. It's the most normal thing in the world.
Many
Some
of them
are
are
very
No, it's
pro-Hamas.
not.
Yes,
They're kids.
And there's and it was violent on some of these.
Oh, okay. Listen, guys.
People are being
it's-
attacked and killed. I mean,
Yeah.
this has gotten very, very.
And it's hateful. It's
There's
hateful.
nothing wrong with being
real.
against what's happening in Gaza. But I'm just telling you, I've never seen Americans support
I
a terror
don't
organization.
think that 18-year-old kids are the problem right now.
Guys, I got a 169 on the LSAT.
I got a
know what's
169
happening at
Yang.
Columbia.
Okay, I got a 169 Yang. How much money does that get me every year? No. So we started this talk show, and now I do interviews, and it's been really fun. And tomorrow's a big one. We're not going to say what it is.
I was going to say, well, that's the Nixon part of the Frost Nixon.
He's my favorite.
illusion.
He's my favorite president. In terms of the writing on Nixon is the best.
The writing about
The screenwriting of that character is he's an incredible guy. Do you know about he's a guy that just lost his whole life and everyone was like, "Ugh, you're Richard Nixon." He beat Kennedy and then America was like, we'd rather have a papist. We'd rather let a papist with a criminal steal an election than Richard Nixon. Yeah, he was like he looked ugly at that
Do
debate.
you think JFK benefited from pretty privilege?
No, I think he benefited from dead people in Illinois voting for him. Probably. What? Okay, but here's one of the best Nixons I'll give you right now.
Okay.
When he liked Pat, his who became his wife, and he was like, do you want to go out with me? And she was like, no, like you're Richard Nixon, and he was like, well, can I chaperone you on dates with other guys? And he did it for 18 months.
Richard Nixon
That's great writing.
cucked himself
Well, no, he got
to win her heart.
He broke her. I mean, she eventually was like, I'll be with Richard Nixon, I guess. But yeah, he's, I think.
I was at a wedding in California, and it was within driving distance of the presidential.
Did you go?
Yes.
Yeah, we love Nixon. We're
Oh,
big
I
Nixon
got
guys.
I got a shirt of him shaking Elvis's hand. That one.
That one. Elvis was on Fat Elvis. Yeah,
Mhm.
the anti-drug thing, right?
I believe that must be why Elvis was there.
Yeah, and he was on a ton of speed at the time and fat somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has he has.
Which is such a
The
funny
lapels, the
idea. Is that the kids are gonna like Elvis to tell them not to do drugs?
So this is exactly why he was there. So King of Rock and Roll visited the White House in 1970 with one goal. This is the subhead of an article: to have Nixon grant him a federal narc badge. Which is that's the movie.
That's a
actually
Shaquille
would like.
O'Neal move. Yeah.
Like how Shaq was deputized
He was
by Sheriff Joe Arpaio.
Where's Arpaio at? Oh, he's dead. I think he died. Sheriff Joe.
We're gonna find out in
Mariposa.
a
We're just
second.
hanging out right now.
Googling
This is how we talk to each other.
Yo.
We change the subject every 2 sentences. Yeah.
Sheriff Joe Arpaio is 93 years old and thriving.
Good for him. You guys are going to enjoy Pablo and I changing the subject 17 times, saying, you remember this guy? Do you remember Mookie Blaylock? Do you?
Yeah.
John Olerud. Well, this will cut down.
Yeah, definitely. We're
Yeah.
definitely gonna exhaustively trim this.
So what's up? How you doing? Can we call Cornheiser?
Do you consider yourself a journalist now?
I don't know. What is it? You know you didn't go to J school?
No.
What are the rules of it?
Well, that's part of the problem.
Have I broken any of the rules?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think part of the issue is that there is no good answer that's widely known to that question. Of what does it take? There are certainly the Columbia Journalism School has a philosophy on it. Various other august institutions have journalism
so
programs.
there's no DSM of the rules.
Yeah, is
There's
there,
no,
is there a 700-page text that tells you whether you're clinically a journalist?
So no one. I mean, but there are journalistic ethics, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, you've worked for news organizations
Yeah. And I worked at
ESPN before.
Yeah, Sports Illustrated is where I started.
Yeah. That's a real publication, right? And who
Yeah.
taught you the rules then? Who's your
That's the funny
guru?
thing is that so my first job, the job that I chose
Yeah.
instead of going to apply to law school was as a fact checker And that was not like a seminar. It was just like a thing you started doing. Like you're truly the lowest rung of a newsroom ladder.
That's like the mailroom.
Yes, except in this case, you were
like Spostra. You were like in the tape.
That's
you
right.
were doing the tapes.
I was grinding.
Yeah, you were grinding, and you worked your way up.
And you had to cross off every single word in an article to make sure it was true. And that really did like convey the foremost, I think, principle of whatever journalism should be defined as, which is you have to try and be as accurate as possible.
Yeah.
I think that's probably task number one.
Yeah.
But like journalism to you, how would you define it actually? I don't want to just give you my takes.
I mean, when I have like a interview that's more substantive, I have like a friend of mine who is a journalist we do research for the interviews. And so he like works on the like a research packet for me, and we like talk about, I don't know. I don't really, how would I define it? The newspaper? I don't know. Is that what journalism? I Googled it when I first started doing interviews. I went on Wikipedia for journalism because I didn't know how to do interviews. And I watched a bunch of different, I was like, who's good at interviews? And I watched Rogan. And what he does is like, he's like, well, he agrees. Like he's very exuberant, and he like, and easily impressionable maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to say it in a nice way. He's a colleague, he's a friend. But like he'll have like Bernie, and he'll be like, that's right. You know?
Joe Rogan is a great listener. I will say that. He's a great active listener.
Well, when a guest is on the show, they feel like they're crushing.
Yes.
Right? So he'll have Bernie, and then he'll have like, I don't know, like a Holocaust revisionist, and he'll be like, that's trippy. And then because you feel like you're take it out. He's a friend. He's a good, whatever. And because people feel like they're being convincing, he can get more out of them.
I think that part of what Rogan is there, though, is a really good interviewer. But I think part of the definition of journalism is that that's not exactly the same thing.
I don't really know what anything is anymore. It's a schizophrenic world, and comedians are now public intellectuals. All I know is this. I really want to be careful not to speak from a position of authority. Like I hear a lot. There are a lot of people nowadays that think that that aren't Wolf Blitzer, that have podcasts that will say things. Like I had a Congressman Ro Khanna on.
That's why I ask.
I can't be like
real guests.
I can't ask him like, what do you think about HR 270? Like I'm not a I don't know. Like I'm an idiot. I'm a comedian. Like I'm not Ezra Klein. So like I'm not. But I can't ask.
That attitude.
But I can ask someone like no one likes the government. Why do you want to be in the government? Like that. I feel like
asking really good questions, which I think you do.
Yeah.
And I think you're really good, frankly, with people who like seem to regard you as an alien of some kind, especially, and or people that you seem to not respect a lot.
I'm not. I don't try to do that
genres of guest from my point of view that you have.
Well, I think what it is this is like, so like when I watched Rogan, I was like, can I emulate that? Like that? And no, I can't really emulate that because my voice is annoying and Jewish, and like, so what I do is what comes natural to me is that I can just self-deprecate. I can be like, listen, like you're sitting next to a guy who pooped his pants on a podcast once, and so like
that is a factual.
Yeah, I'm a schmuck. So America people don't like know-it-alls, right? It's the same reason why like Fetterman had a stroke and like was struggling through a debate, but Dr. Oz was so smug that they're like, we're gonna vote for the guy that like was having trouble talking, right? So during the Pennsylvania Senate run,
John Fetterman,
John Fetterman, and the guy that wears the hoodie to Congress, which is, come on.
We can all agree.
Put on a shirt. Like
I feel about John Fetterman the way I feel about NBA coaches, honestly, where it's like, you could dress up.
But at least they're wearing like golf, like business, like Friday business casual.
Sure,
at least they're wearing
club.
They're wearing, exactly. So like what I can do is like, if a guest disarms, if I'm like, and if I can like make them relaxed, then, if they're self-aware enough to realize I don't want to come across as a know-it-all schmuck, I'd rather, then they'll kind of drop their guard, and I can like, then I can kind of talk to them in a more natural way.
Yes.
And I don't think people are used to talking to someone like as unremarkable and mediocre as me. So like them trying to make sense of it, I think is kind of an advantage that I have because I'm just like, you know how AI is going to take all of the jobs? Like, I don't think that they could do something that's just so nothing of a, you know? I don't think like a computer could emulate something so stupid and unremarkable, right? I think that's my advantage in life. I think I'm always going to have a job doing this.
Do you think Chris Cuomo is going to listen to this and be like, he was working me the whole time?
No, we got along, I thought. Yeah.
But that example, by the way, it is like jock nerd. That was the dynamic immediately established.
But I was dunking. I think that he was the nerd.
Well, but that was the joy of it, was that it got to be Chris Cuomo having to like reckon with the fact that you also knew what you were doing, and he started to play along.
I know ball. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know sports. So that's kind of I think when you're doing interviews, you have to kind of like, it's like when you're starting stand-up, you have to like look at the thing that's, when you're starting stand-up, you're like, what is fun? Like, what makes my friends laugh? Right? So when I was doing interviews, I was like, what's the thing about me that's like makes people feel comfortable?
So this gets me back to like the definition of journalism to me, because I think asking really good questions, asking them charismatically or strategically, which you've been describing, is not quite journalism. But the thing you just said about who am I doing this for? I think journalism has a defined answer.
Yeah.
And that answer is, and I'm going to break out the scare quotes, the public interest. Like, that's who I'm trying to serve. That's the real distinction to me.
There are like substantive cores of each one of them that I'm trying to get to, but I have to get to it in my way.
Which is, by the way, and I am a subscriber and an imitator and somebody who tries to do the same thing. It needs to be stupid to get smart. I believe that as well, like fundamentally.
If you, like, I had this like internet debate guy, Destiny, on the show.
Oh, I know.
And
I know.
I didn't really know who he was before I started doing the research, but I saw that everyone who like was interfacing with him online, I didn't know that it was a thing that you could be famous for online, which is having an argument, right? What feels like satisfying for you while you're doing one?
Well, I don't want to step on any toes and open the most divisive issue ever for a prior guest, but I did a lot of preparation for the Finkelstein interview.
People said I cooked him way harder than you.
I don't think we ever debated anything of substance.
Not
in the
on
Finkelstein
your
thing.
debate.
Yeah.
I didn't watch a 17-hour debate on Lex Friedman about Israel,
my bad.
where some fucking goy is popping off about my shit. So everyone, he's like a guy that can read a ton and get all the stats, right? And you're not going to get more stats than him. So what I realized was like, you got to come to someone like that. Everyone's trying to get more stats and more documents than him. And he's going to have more than you. So you have to come to him with no documents and no stats. And that's like kind of what, like, if I'm approaching someone and saying like, you know, you're wrong, or like, I know and you don't know, then it's going to be adversarial.
I did high school debate. Destiny is a familiar character.
Lincoln Douglas?
Yeah.
We're like the same guy. We're the same guy.
Let's say our value premise on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Israel.
Justice. Okay.
Just kidding.
But the thing about Destiny, which I enjoyed in your interview of him, was that you did not try to high school debate him. And I think part of what you do really well, which I admire, is that you find conflict, verbal, rhetorical tension, while not doing it in the way that a high school debater would. You check facts insofar as I can tell, but that's important.
I don't want to be a journalist. I just think that people just don't care anymore. People just aren't reading it. They're probably on Twitter looking at people getting killed and like,
well,
Twitter is Sodom and Gomorrah these days. It's so scary. I can't look at it anymore.
Did you see that like that stat that like a supermajority of accounts on Twitter
are what?
Just bots at this point?
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So everyone likes Jewish people still? Because I was getting nervous there for a second.
But I think your point is a fair one also, that like the reality of how we get news and use
probably
our
more
phones.
people are like, Rogan's probably getting 10 times more people than Anderson Cooper every day.
Sure.
Yeah.
But as a sports fan, to bring it back to the guy that was the peak of my career, I also think that like modern journalism, like what Bill Simmons did in sports, is a really good way forward, actually. We should disclose.
Sports is doing good, you're saying.
I think that identifying your fandom and not pretending like you're this omniscient voice from nowhere.
Oh, being a
objective.
homer. Yeah.
Yeah, like just disclose it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I respect that about him as a Laker fan, even.
And that's, by the way, so our friendship really did escalate when I'm like, all right, Adam loves to phone call people.
People get really annoyed by it, but yeah, I'm a phone call guy.
So is Tony Kornheiser, by the way. Like just refuses to
Can we
have
call
the
him
deposition records. The discovery refuses that. But the point being that like you as unapologetic Laker fan calling me and talking for an hour about your fandom, I'm like, you still can be somebody who writes or covers sports as a fan. You just got to disclose that part.
Sure.
And that's okay.
But the NBA media is just all Boston.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the Boston,
the green hand.
Our friends
green
Ben
hand.
Dietrich and Andrew Kuo at Cookies
Those
Hoops.
people.
The Boston media mafia, BMM, the little green hand.
Yes, I'm out of the closet as a Laker fan, and people just be aware of that. But it doesn't feel.
You're unhinged.
I need him.
Who
it
is
doesn't
him?
feel the same with him as it felt with my.
Yeah.
When
Capital
when the
H.
Lakers won in the bubble, I thought 30 seconds later, I'm like, it's different.
Oh,
he's never gonna be my guy. Him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm a Kobe fan, and you know what kids do nowadays? They're player fans.
Oh, this is the
They're
biggest
not
problem
team
for
fans.
the NBA as a
Really?
business.
Really?
Yeah, is that kids don't watch games; they follow players.
Does it make more sense though? I think it's that makes more sense, right?
By the way, that's exactly what's happening in media.
It's like I'm not like a Genie Bus fan, right? I'm not like like an outfit.
Now a Mark Walter, your new owner.
Yeah, we're gonna do great things.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some huge things.
He's also a friend. But truly, like that whole thing though of like young people would rather consume an individual's stuff, Joe Rogan instead of fill in the blank institution.
Yeah.
So too is it in sports fandom, where I'm not paying attention so much to the team. I'm paying attention to my favorite guy, whoever my favorite individual creator is.
That's sweet. Yeah.
That's real. That's how kids are apparently demographically trending.
Yeah. What's interesting is that I think that we didn't know who guys were like prior to like social media and stuff, right? Like we thought like MJ hung out with Bugs Bunny every day. We thought like we didn't know that he was like
sociopath.
He had hate in his gut, We just thought he was like just a nice guy because he was so insulated by Nike and by the NBA. And
by the way,
David Stern.
The Last Dance is another good case study in like, is this journalism? So my friend Jason Hare directed it. He does not identify as a journalist, but what he got Michael Jordan to say, in which he's crying, articulating his code of honor.
I don't have to do this. I'm only doing it because it is who I am. That's how I played the game. That was my mentality. If you don't want to play that way, don't play that way. Break.
That's also like supreme perfect interviewing to get that part.
Not the GOAT.
Not your GOAT.
Not my GOAT.
But you're a
what
LeBron.
What I'm saying is this is like I feel really bad. Well, like the distance between I hate this word, but the creator and then the consumer is blurred. Like
there's a production and
there's a really good interview with David Bowie like in the 1990s where he like predicts the internet, right? Where he's like the distance between the Beatles and Elvis and then the fans was just light years, right? And what the computer is going to do is it's going to blur it.
I think we're actually on the cusp of something exhilarating and terrifying.
It's just a tool, though, isn't it?
No, it's not. No. No, it's an alien life form.
What do you think? I mean, when you think then about the
Is there life on Mars? Yes, it's just landed here.
But it's simply a different delivery system there. You're arguing about something more profound.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking about the actual context, and the state of content is going to be so different to anything that we can really envisage at the moment, where the interplay between the user and the provider will be so in simpatico. It's going to crush our ideas of what mediums are all about.
So now everyone gets mad at LeBron for every single day for like trying to do something and then stepping, like Sideshow Bob stepping on a rake. But I feel like now
so you have empathy for that part of his life.
I mean, like
when he liked perfect booties on Instagram and it got caught and screenshotted.
I have empathy for the fact that like he's kind of the beta tester of this.
He's he's our generation. LeBron is the first millennial Jon Stewart, Michael Jordan generation.
And
equivalent.
because he's the main guy, like Steph can go to like what's that guy, that concert, Benson Boone concert.
Oh God.
And like if LeBron wore that hat at a
Steph doing a
Benson Boone
piano.
concert, LeBron would have gotten killed. What I'm fascinated by is like there are all these like, you could read an infinite stream of opinions about you, right? Like there were 3 newspapers MJ could read, and he'd have the journalist killed, and then they, whatever. But these guys, like, what I've come to understand is that these guys, that all of them are like LeBron does consume the LeBum accounts, even if he's not burnering.
Okay, so this is where
and that drives me insane.
What I should reveal to our audience is that you.
Don't get me in trouble now, too.
No, but you're the number one person who persuaded me to look into
It's my fault.
Did LeBron go to the Kobe Bryant Memorial?
I told my dad that, and he's like, you just ruined the playoff run. He's like, the playoffs are about to start. He's like, why are you ruining the season?
You convinced this podcaster to talk to 8 people to establish that he never showed up.
Okay, this is an interesting thing that I'd love to talk
But you were
about.
the person who were like, you should look into this. And I did. And you were correct.
But let's be Christian for a second.
Okay.
The 2 of us are God-fearing Christian men, right?
Absolutely.
We never saw Michael be nice. Be tender ever, right? He was at his Hall of Fame speech drunk talking about Byron Russell. And he's like, if he wants to come see me, it's like no one remembers Byron Russell except for us.
Ryan.
Was it Brian?
That was always,
but it was
everybody
spelled weird.
I know, everybody's.
How do you, is this
Brian,
a Berenstein? Okay, anyway. Can you imagine?
The spelling is different, yeah. Bryon for.
Can you imagine, like the first
Brian.
time we ever see MJ, like, and it was it was one of the most beautiful moments ever, where he said there was this kid and he bothered me and he annoyed me. And he used to call me in the middle of the night, and I was like, this fucking guy. And I realized he's like a little brother, and he was in pain about Kobe. And
at the memorial.
And he's like, I love this person. And if we accept the premise that MJ won't even speak, according to your former colleague Stephen A. Smith, that MJ won't even acknowledge LeBron's existence. Can you imagine how painful? He wore 23 growing up. Can you imagine watching Michael, who ignores you and thinks you suck, and and has been torturing you probably through the media for the last 20 years about, and somehow the GOAT debate is a thing when we see a guy who's 40 and 20, what was he, 24, 8 and 8 last year? At 40. Can you imagine how terrible that would have been for LeBron?
The stakes of that memorial service could not have been more emotionally profound.
Yeah.
Like that all is real. Like the Shakespearean whole, like there's everybody, like Michael Jordan is in the way that Bill Belichick has been like America's emotionally unforgiving dad.
But he was nice to Kobe.
But he then reveals after Kobe is not around to hear it, that he had always had this tender spot for this guy who was like trying to do Michael Jordan. You're actually tearing up.
It makes me want to cry.
This is, I love the utter sincerity around your fandom.
You know do you know the Michael Jackson story?
What is
You don't know the Michael Jackson story?
Wait, about Kobe?
About Kobe? So Kobe studied the greats, right?
It was like in his office, it was like Steve Jobs.
Oh, God. Yeah. It was corny sometimes the way he'd talk about it. But like, it'd be cool because every summer he'd come back and he'd like go to Houston for a summer and then have the dream shake. He'd like add a new weapon every summer.
I love that.
Yeah, I love that.
Yes.
I love that. We love that. Bald-headed Kobe, slam dunk champion rookie, was a babe. He was 17, right? And on that first offseason, he's like, I need to get a man's body, right? So he was in Gold's Gym, and he's lifting weights in Marina Del Rey, California. And he gets a call. And he picks up, and he goes, Kobe, it's Michael. And he's like, this is a prank. And he hangs up, and the person calls back. He's like, Kobe, it's Michael. I want you to come to Neverland. And he goes out to Santa Barbara. Tell me if I fact check
so
this.
far this is accurate.
Fact check
It was
this.
a Gold's Gym.
He was. How did I get that right? Okay, he was at Planet Fitness, and anyway, he goes out to Santa Barbara to Neverland, and Michael, apparently they have this conversation. Michael's like, "Listen, I see you, and you're like me, and people are going to heap you with praise. People are going to give you everything and tell you you're incredible."
This is a paraphrase, but the quote from the
Am
story.
I close?
Oh, it is. This is Kobe recalling how inside the French Normandy residence, otherwise known as Neverland, a 2,700-acre cornucopia of childlike delights, according to this ESPN the magazine piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Whatever.
Only good things happen there. The two men share a meal of marinated chicken and organic vegetables. He told me, quote, "This is what you love. This is your obsession," Brian recalls. He said, "I know what it's like to be
tearing
different. Everybody it."
Yeah, Michael's like, they're gonna give you everything, and they're gonna take it away, and everyone's gonna love you, and then all of a sudden everyone's gonna hate you. You cannot stop.
This is where Michael shows him the smooth. He shows him and
he gives him a book.
Oh yeah. So he shows him footage of Kobe had never heard of Grace Kelly, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers before this private screening by Michael Jackson, in which he explains the inspiration for Smooth Criminal, by the way. But the book, do you remember the book?
Jonathan Livingston Seagull. It's a book about a bird who wants to fly higher than any other bird.
A novella about an outcast bird who's unwilling to conform.
And he said, we are that bird. And when everyone hates you, you cannot stop being great.
So again, I'm laughing because this is a Mad Lib, but it's also
And it is what happened in Kobe's career, where
emotionally, this is exactly right.
He went evil Kobe after Shaq. Basically, he got blamed for the breakup of that team, and it wasn't his fault. It was much more the buses, right? They say that Kobe broke up that team, and then Shaq is at wins it, basically rides D Wade's coattails to a chip, and then he's at a club and he's saying, "Tell me how my ass tastes."
This about B.I.G., aka Big Shaq. Now that's the difference between first and last play. Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes.
And everyone's laughing at Kobe.
That is a great clip.
It's not that great.
Yeah.
Let's start. Okay.
I loved Sheriff Shaquille O'Neal rapping.
Okay.
About that.
You're going to play the Detroit Pistons, and then the referees are not going to call a single foul against you guys.
Oh, God.
That series, you want to hear really funny?
Yeah, you got beaten by Ben Wallace, by a 6'2" center.
He played big, though.
I mean, he was amazing.
He played big. My dad, I think 4 minutes before we were about to lose those finals, my dad said, he stood up and he goes, "We never go on family walks." And and he's like, and he's like, "Put your shoes on, everyone." And me, my sister, my mom went on a walk with my dad where he was 5 feet ahead of us, walking as fast as he could because he was so mad.
Just working out his rage.
And but anyway, apparently Michael was like, "Do not ever stop trying to like be with your obsession. Do not ever stop like trying to be as great as you could possibly be. Go 4 for 28 every single night.
In your last game,
and then
you will take 1 million field goal attempts.
That is the most...
The score is 60.
Oh, shut up. That is the most beautiful sports memory of my entire lifetime. I cried. I legitimately called my father and we were both crying. Because do you remember that last season?
I watched that game. That whole season was
terrible.
It was a very nauseating retirement farewell tour.
Well, no, it was so engineered by the league. Every stadium that was like you know, everyone acted like they were Kobe fans.
Exactly. That's what was so annoying about it. Was like it was
the video
tributes.
Yes. Every stadium did a video tribute, and we were saying goodbye to him, and he was done. His knees were gone. He sucked. And like we were seeing him, he had that double-digit like points streak that he was scoring like 6, you know, on 28 attempts or something. Like it was heartbreaking. It was like, why are you doing this? This is like nauseating. And we got him back one night. We got it's God.
Theatrically,
it's God.
It was perfect. No sport is, I think, narratively, theatrically more interesting on an individual level because, again, it's like there's no better seat in sports, by the way, than being on the court for a basketball game. It's like being on stage during a play.
Yeah.
And so you see the faces, you see the tears, you hear everything. Like it is theater. And so the NBA has these individualized, like virtuoso performances. And the problem is that the kids today, like they...
With these goddamn 3-pointers.
But they individualized that phenomenon to the exclusion of actual games relative to us, relative to our parents, certainly. And that's like the gift became the curse.
But the thing that we're talking about, I think the kids can understand because the beautiful moments are a 17-win team like winning that one game, or Michael Jordan, like this guy that we've never seen be like this beautiful moment in this beautiful speech, or KD talking to his mom. I mean, it's just like
You're the real MVP.
That
Adam.
I mean, that's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
When you didn't eat, you made sure we ate. You went to sleep hungry. You sacrificed for us. You the real MVP.
Because it's like you create narrative and we love like to follow these people's careers.
Yeah,
and like
human
and follow
interest.
These stories, right? And that's part of the reason why Tiger makes me so sad. Because like and when he won the Masters,
it is so sad
and when
to
he
see
won,
Tiger now.
And I cried when he won the Masters. Because
Because
we're at the age did you have SI for kids?
Of course.
Like
Buzz Beamer?
Do you know Grant Hill was big on in our era?
Well, Grant Hill was like
kids.
he was like the role model. He played the piano.
He was a nice boy.
Yeah,
he went to Duke.
His dad went to Yale.
Yeah.
He went to Duke.
Well, so Tiger was like the good boy, right? And then we found out that he got ladies or something, and then
the Perkins.
And and then he went away. Like we felt
he got
like
deeply broken physically.
Yeah,
and
from
also
from thinking that he's SEAL Team 6.
Well, he did do all those Navy SEAL exercises. His dad used to say that he believed that Tiger would be on par, if not in excess of Gandhi when it came to his impact upon the world.
When we were kids, we were like, this guy's the greatest of all time, and he's also kind of a kid, right? And he's winning tournaments by like 19 strokes. And we're like, this is awesome. Like we're part of this thing right now. And then he went away. We didn't get to see him anymore. And then he came back and won the Masters one time. And it was like we saw our friend again one time. And it was like I missed you. Like
yes,
that's part of the same I guess phenomenon. I love ball. I just love sports.
It's very obvious to me that your genuine love of ball is like the thing you're most passionate about.
I care about sports more than comedy. I don't care about it. I like songs and sports.
Songs, yeah.
I like movies. Movies, songs, and sports. That's
which is why Shaquille O'Neal is criminally underrated in your personal Hall of Fame
as a recording artist,
as a actor, recording artist, and ball player.
All right. Yeah. So, what is journalism?
I think we should call at the end here.
Can we call Cornheiser now?
Tony Kornheiser and see if he'll tell us what it is.
Oh, that's a good button on the episode. You're a real pro,
dude. You think I?
That's a great button on the episode.
Man. I'm trying to land the plane here.
Land this plane. He better please pick up. This will be one of the best days of my life. I love him so much.
I know. It's same. Here we go.
Do you remember being home sick from school and watching PTI?
They're about to take PTI, but we can sneak in. Let's see.
Is Wilbon there?
Wilbon's going to be way late. So I think we have time. Here we go. Hold on.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Please pick up.
Hi, you've reached my voicemail.
This is good enough.
Leave a message. See what happens.
What do you want to say?
Mr. Cornheiser, big fan, Adam Friedland. I just, I would honestly, if you'd like to come on the Adam Friedland Show.
Oh, come on, dude.
Sorry. I'm with Pablo right now, and I just wanted to say,
what is journalism? Question mark.
Yeah, but it's his voicemail. Is he gonna call us back?
Probably.
I was wondering what journalism.
Love you.
Oh, love you. Did we get it?
Pablo Torre Finds Out is produced by Walter Averoma, Maxwell Carney, Ryan Cortez, Juan Galindo, Patrick Kim, Neely Lohman, Rob McRae, Matt Sullivan, Claire Taylor, and Chris Tuminello. Our studio engineering by RG Systems, sound design by NGW Post, theme song, as always, by John Bravo, and we will talk to you next time.